Hi, this is Colorful Foresight, where we intuitively connect from within. And it's woo woo time, where we connect our woo woo into our mundane living. Hi, this is Sylvia of Colorful Foresight, where we intuitively connect from within. So today's topic is on jealousy, using your perception and intuition that save the day. There's a maturity level bit going on here. So before we go into all that, can you quickly introduce yourself, Angie?
I'm Angie Maserati, recording artist and non-jealous person.
That as far as jealousy, it has helped me when I'm jealous of another. Having those self-help thing help, like having those education, because like, why are you jealous? Then I realized it's okay to be jealous, but long I'm not hurting the other, it just be like, okay, have this aspect to me. And also realize when I have other people doing that to me, if I'm not in a good state of being, I might react to that. So that's more intellectual. And then intuition coming in, it's the state of being, but it's also, I trust my intuition. And so I will listen with that. So anything come to mind when you hear about this topic on jealousy and using your perception and intuition, where it helps to make you more mature about it?
When it comes to jealousy,
Right.
It makes me think of someone asked me a question once. If you could be anybody, who would you be?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no one. Like I'd be me. And then I said, and then they're like, well, no, like anybody, like you could be like anybody, or okay, just for like a day. And I was like, well, I still wouldn't want to be anybody else, but maybe a day in their life. Like, and I was thinking of J-Lo with like all the dancing and then like some costume stuff and like, huge like production as far as the concert at some stadium and like a day in the life of that.
Right.
Would be quite an experience. I would, maybe enjoy like the experience of that day in their life, but as me, taking away as me, because I feel like I've put in the work to be this, and it's like, I'd want to experience it from that, the knowing of the control over my state, not control, but I guess control. Yeah. Control over my state. Like have the gratitude towards it, and just how I look at my past as such a gift of like experience. And like you were saying too, like having the tools, to navigate through different emotional states and things that come along that may make you go like, oh, I that's so cool. But instead of going like, I'm jealous of it, I have the power to have that too, is what
I really like that you helped me to reframe, like, well, especially now my age. I don't know if I would have understood you in my 20s or even my 30s. Yeah, it would be nice to experience another for a day. But that's different than like I want to be them. Like maybe I would like to be with somebody who plays piano well. That'd be cool. What it's like to be a man for a day,
yeah.
Or yeah, you know what I mean? Like with the physical aspect. And so that's really an interesting, like, yeah, there's also just being curious, try on a different suit. Also, this idea you have, like, maybe because of wisdom or maybe always been this way, have that good sense of self and you worked at it and you like where you're at, you wouldn't want to be anybody else.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's just kind of I feel like anything's possible. I mean, I can't go back and like be 20 again or 21
Right.
or whatever. But
That's
I think
realistic.
I
Yeah.
think the maturity, like you were talking about, is we don't want to.
Exactly.
Because it's not where it's at. Like as far as like we know with some years under our belt that like we're where we're supposed to be. And we've like earned, we've gone through the things and gone through the fire. We've been purified and we're gold,
Yeah,
to
why do
get
you want to go back, right?
yeah, to get to this place. It's like no way. And
Yeah,
I love all the experience. Would I have to get rid of all the experiences that I've had? Because I love them. There's so many that I love. And, or even in the moment, if it was painful, it grew me. And I can't give that up.
right. That's really interesting where we took with the jealousy thing, rather than picking on maybe an experience about and where we were jealous or the other people were jealous toward us. You, the divine or something higher than us chose to talk about take the divine chose to give us an idea like, oh, wait a minute, do you want to be the other person, or do you want to just have an experience of that?
And you can make that happen if you want. I mean, you'd have to work hard. There's going to have to be some woo-woo involved where people, where doors will open and it's going to be mind-blowing. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I said that. And now look at, oh my God, I'm going to like be a guest star on JLo's tour. I mean,
Yeah.
what happens? My neighbor down the street, she's moved now, but she was a guest on the stage of Carrie Underwood because she had written a letter about her journey through some cancer stuff, and it was chosen, and she got to go on stage and sing with Carrie Underwood. It was like the highlight of her life so far,
And speaking about, that idea about the grass is not always green on the other side. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just fun for a day or a week or a month, but you realize, oh, I like where I'm at.
You know what? I think someone who isn't in their present as their authentic self may be more likely to swap it out because they're not even comfortable with themselves. So maybe if they jumped into somebody else's existence, that's where it all exists at all times, right? It's like a basket of, all colors of eggs.
And,
And you like blue ones today. There's blue ones in there. If you want a red one, there's a red one in there. And you can,
and if you don't feel like doing any of that, you have that choice too. You could just do the same thing you always done and you're comfortable in. What came to mind is, it just left my head. So
that happens too.
so we're gonna leave that out, because I was thinking like jealous, and you start bringing into the whole idea of being somebody else for the day, which is possible.
Right. Well, you think you want something that someone else has.
And most of the time you don't always,
Yeah. Or it would make you happy, or it would make your life better. But if you don't appreciate your life now and you're not happy now, it's not going to do it.
No, but I might add that to the video. You okay? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it the behind the scene part. And then being creative on how to work through the jealousy, whether through mature thinking or listening to your intuition or being like that for a day. And then realizing, oh, that was fun, but I don't really want to be that all the time because I have a good sense of self. So it's all part of having that good sense of self.